Can one man's moral compass, when tested, withstand the forces of greed and corruption? Let's delve into the story of John Paul Smith, a young, promising bank executive who found himself standing on the precipice of such a test. John, a man of modest means, was living a comfortable life, content with his earnings. His days ended with a good meal and a gripping novel. But one fateful evening, his routine was interrupted by an unexpected text message. It was an invitation to observe elections in a wealthy, resource-rich country off the coast of Africa, Palatina. However, this was no ordinary observer's role. The text revealed a sinister plan to manipulate the election results, ensuring a puppet leader would be put in power to exploit Palatina's resources, all while keeping its citizens in the dark. The guise of democracy had to be maintained at all costs, the text argued, for the sake of their race and children. This proposition left John in a moral quandary. He was haunted by images of poverty-stricken African children, adults with festering wounds, and desperate asylum seekers fleeing their homes. He wondered about the implications of his actions. How would they impact democracy, justice, and the very fabric of human rights? In response to the text, John voiced his concerns, questioning how their banking services were implicated, the disregard for democracy and justice, and the hypocrisy of interfering in another's election while condemning the same on their own shores. He also brought up the issue of immigration, suggesting that perhaps these individuals would prefer to stay in their own countries if conditions were better. The reply he received was chilling. It suggested that the principles of justice, democracy, equality, and fraternity were reserved only for their own kind, not for the people of Africa. It implied that the Africans were needed to perform menial jobs and would only rise as far as they allowed. John continued to question, asking about the media, the voting bureau director, the army, the police, the legislature. Were they not betraying their own country? The response was clear: put ideals aside and get on with the program. The media, it seemed, was on their payroll, and the idea of treason was dismissed. The justification? They were there as election monitors. The tale of John Paul Smith raises a crucial question. When faced with a moral dilemma of this magnitude, what would you do? Would you cast aside your principles for personal gain, or would you stand firm, even at the risk of losing everything? As we ponder on John's story, we are reminded of the importance of maintaining our moral compass, even in the face of daunting challenges. It serves as a call to action. It encourages us to question, to challenge, and to stand firm in our beliefs. It reminds us that the fight for justice, equality, and democracy is a global one, and it starts with each and every one of us.